Okay, we're back to the 181. Yeah, 181. I just woke up, but the sun outside. So I think I'm winning this. Why is it right here? Is it like just bad lighting? Why is it weirdly contoured to make it look weird? By contoured, I mean dark. Why is it just dark? Anyways, not the point. I just woke up. Let's go. Let's figure it out. Last night, I was like, dude, I'm going to bed. My laptop's like, hey, dude, you want to update me? And I'm like, yeah, dude, yeah, let's click that update button. How long can it be? It restarts super duper quick. I'm like, okay, cool. And I go, and I'm like, just going to shut it down. Once it boots back up, because I need to restart, and it couldn't just be turned off and on. I had to like restart. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm just gonna, when it turns back on, just shut it down. Good, bad. It's loading up. And then it goes, okay, we're gonna turn on and off a few times, and this is gonna take a really long time. And I'm like, no, it isn't. They're like, it is though. And like, a week. So I'm like, okay. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna take a really long time. And I waited like an hour, maybe, and like, it felt like forever. And it was only up 5%. And I'm like, I'm out. So I don't know if it died in the middle of the night. I haven't checked on it. The neighbor is mowing their lawn. So pretty much, it's like a riding lawnmower, but not like a sit. It's like a standing one. It's like you just stand there and it goes like, I don't know. That's really odd. Like, I know it's not uncommon, but the idea. Should I let my dog out for it? I guess I should. I was like, anyways. And I changed events. The dog that was outside came in instead of letting the other dog out. Not the point. It's like, listen, they're already mowing the lawn. If my dog's gonna bark, yup. Who cares? You know? Like, listen, they're already mowing their lawn. Why is the front of my hair? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Absolutely. Perfect. Anyways. My face hurts. Should I just put down, like, there we go. Just the one. Well, it looks stupid because there's one over here. There we go. Just the one. Bigger chunk. There we go. My face hurts. And they're mowing their lawn. Like, don't they know I have allergies? For a second I thought I was gonna sneeze. And because I'm like, perfect timing. Anyways, my allergist called and she's like, hey, you need to pay for your serum up front. And I'm like, she's like, okay, tell me what's up. And I'm like, because it was like 10 in the morning and she woke me up and I'm like, she's like, oh, okay, I talked to this other nurse, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna talk to the allergist doctor, your doctor, tomorrow. Is that okay? And I'm like, I love you. You understand me. I don't like my allergy. I didn't say this. I don't like my allergist. And I'm just like, yes. Would you talk to him? She's like, yeah, he's not doing what you asked, which was lower the dose. And you said you wanted to actually increase the dose. I'm like, yeah, that's what he wanted. And she's like, And that's a little odd. And I'm like, I know, right? It's almost like he didn't listen when I said that I have a reaction every time. Huh. She's like, And I'm like, And then she's like, I'm gonna call him tomorrow, I'll call you back. I'm like, I love you, you know? Didn't say that either. Didn't say that. I was very tired, so maybe. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, okay, I'll come back tomorrow and I'll pay for the serum though. I'm like, I'll do it. But I don't want to make a serum if I should make a new serum, because I would prefer if we did the splitting it up with the things I'm really allergic to and things I'm not that allergic to. And so I can get the things that I'm not that allergic to, like grass, out of the way when things like dust and cats can be like slowly given to me, you know? She's like, girl, I get you. But I'm like, girl, I get you. By that I mean I love you. Anyways, so I hung up and I went back to bed, but I tried. People were talking in my hallway. Like, why do people feel like it's okay to scream from the bathroom across the hall from my room down the stairs to like where I'm right next to the stairs? So it's like, why are you surround sound yelling? Why are you surround sound yelling? Just talk to each other, next to each other, just like next to each other, just right there next to each other. I give it to okay, her name was really important. My girl, it was not that important. You could have just texted each other. You guys could have been like, hey dude, can you come back so we can talk? Instead of being like, hey dude, here's what I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? The idea that my face. My face. Anyways. Yeah, I need to see that. Oh boy. So yeah, and the fact, I don't know, it just like, the fact that my allergist doesn't really listen, it's like, ooh, red flag. Because like once we got like we're vibing, it's okay. But once I tried to say something, he's like, I'm like, no, don't me. This is very important. You know? It's like, I'm trusting you. You literally gave me epinephrine before. You know what I'm saying? Like I need you to understand how I'm feeling. You also never called in, to my knowledge, the medicine I asked for, because you're like, I don't know, I don't like giving it out to people if you can handle it. Like, if you can handle it not being on it. I'm like, I can't. You said this is the best medicine you got. You lied to my face about it because you didn't want to give me stronger medicine. And once you did, you didn't even send it in. Because it's like, oh, these are really old ones, but they're technically tranquilizers, so I don't want to make you tired. I'd rather be tired than taking 2 different allergy medicines and still being in pain every day. I don't like people that say that they're doing one thing and not. I get it if you're like, oh, these are for people that are more severe or whatever. When I was first getting allergy shots, it would swell up from the top of my shoulder down to down to the 2/3 of my arm, upper arm, were swollen. And I'm not allergic enough for you to actually give me medicine that works. And you say that's the strongest. You lie and say that the thing that you're giving me is the strongest medicine you can give me. Don't lie to me. Especially since I went to a different allergist and he's all like, this is the medicine you're on? I'm like, and he goes, this is just over-the-counter garbage. Don't lie to me. Don't fucking lie. Like, why? And it's so annoying that he isn't listening, So I'm like, should I just switch? I would have to rebuild up it, and each job would be a certain amount of money. But at this point, I'm really annoyed. But I've been with them for over 3 years, and he isn't listening. Like, I don't know. And I don't know if maybe he doesn't know that my arms would swell up that much, because back then I didn't talk well, because it was like literally I could not tell the difference between trying to control a dream and reality. That is how foggy my brain was. I could not think ever. So when he would ask me a question, I couldn't answer, and he would only ever see me if I had either a really strong allergic reaction or after getting tested, which is a strong allergic reaction. So the idea that like he, I don't know, would ask me questions when not only could I not think normally, but super can't think. You know? It's really annoying. Really annoying. Yeah. But on the other hand, I'm also self-conscious now whenever I want to stand up for myself, because I don't want to become, like I said this before, like in the L word, like, oh, I'm a testosterone, so I'm going to be a bad, like, person because I'm going to get angry and I'm going to not control my anger. And I'm just like, I just want a doctor that listens. You know? I just want a doctor that listens to me. That's it. That's all I want. And the idea that I don't have it is annoying. You know? Imagine a creature that does pee so hot that it would instantly burn your skin. You know? Because, like, just imagine that. Just, like, it'd be so funny. Like, just their internal temperatures that hot would be very funny. Very odd. I wonder if scientists, the scientists that were watching them, knew the process of which it boils, because it isn't like pure water, obviously, and it does foam up, so it would make sense that when you boil it, it would foam. So I wonder if people knew, or like know, like, yeah, because of blank is blank, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can imagine the heat and the smell. Because, like, California is just a desert. You know what I'm saying? Like, legitimately, cactus outside, like, desert, right? So it's just like the idea, I mean, yeah, it's next to water, some of California, but I'm talking like they drove a little bit and they're in the like full in the desert. The idea that like, it's so funny, like no drinking water, no fresh drinking water, nothing, no grass, well, like desert. It's such an interesting thing. Deserts are scary. Just fun fact. Deserts are scary. You can live in a forest or woods, you know, like there's hydration somewhere. You know, there's hydration somewhere. It has its own problems. But like, you're surrounded by living things around you. You don't have direct sunlight on you. You can have rivers. You can have anything. It would not be as horrible. But a desert there's things there, obviously. But it's very, it's not completely barren, but like, you know, it's like you can walk a good chunk of time without hitting things. You can hit like certain, obviously, like, again, like obviously there's stuff there, and not desert, but like the one I'm imagining right now. But like, imagine just walking and just like, there's a cactus, and you know the cactus roots are so deep and like long, I'm pretty sure, like everything is underground. A lot of things are underground. Like if there's living creatures, it would be under, like there's like a lot of burying with the desert. And then obviously there's some birds that fly above. But all in all, it just like, you know, going to just, I don't know, you know, it's different. Deserts are scary, is what I'm trying to say. At least to me. I wonder if someone that lives like more in the desert area would be like, oh my god, open fields and forests are scarier. I don't know.